Well, hello there my dear friends, welcome back to the Scott Reed Project. Now today I am going to show you hands down the easiest way to make bacon. Now we all love bacon. Who doesn't love bacon? The smell in the pan, then on some nice crusty bread with some sauce and an egg. Man, it takes some beating. So like I said, the easiest way, and what we're going to use is what 90% of butchers use over here now. This simple traditional dry cure, easy cure. It's got everything you need in it. It's got all the instructions on it. All you need to do is get your piece of meat. Now you can get this everywhere. You can get it from Weschenfelder, my usual supplier. I should put their link in the description, but if you search online you can get this pretty much anywhere. And I'm going to show you how to make bacon. So what have we got? Well, I've got a lovely piece of belly pork. Have a look at that. What a wonderful looking thing. Beautiful piece of meat. So what we need to do then, very quickly, I'm just going to take the bone out. Now the beauty of this is, you know, with it being pork, you can use every bit. So this little bit coming out here, obviously we all know where this is going to go. Quite simply, a little rack of ribs. Next, what I want to do, a skinless bacon. So we will just sharpen my knife a minute, skin it very quickly. Same principle as skinning a fish fillet. Start it off, get your knife in, as you can see there, right up against the skin. Move it along, bit by bit. And there you have your belly skinned. Again, this could be saved. You could wrap that round a haunch of venison to help with cooking, make yourself some pork scratchings or some extra crackling. So, no wastage whatsoever. Now, next thing we need to do then is weigh this beautiful piece of meat so we can work out how much cure we need. So I've just weighed my beautiful piece of meat. Weighs 1 kilo exactly. So couldn't be easier. On the pack, for every kilo of meat, add 30 grams of cure. So make sure that's tared and get it on. And when I say easy, I really mean easy. So we got 30 grams of our cure there. Let's get that out the way. Let's go over there. So it's just a case now of getting this evenly distributed into your meat. So I'm going to use about half there and rub it right in, you know, and get it in all those nooks and crannies, those crevices. Make sure you give it a good massage in. We'll pick all these bits up, all these stray bits, and then over there. Just spend a bit of time, give it some love, turn the lights down low, put on some music, crack open a bottle of wine, and just massage away. I mean, when I first started in the trade, we used to make bacon, you know, the old school way. We'd get these whole loins of pork, we'd bone them out, and then we'd prick them with a big spike, rub the salt in, we'd put them in bags, leave them in the fridge, you know, for the allotted time. Then we'd get them out, swill off the salt, the excess salt. We'd actually with a blowtorch, flame the outside, the skin, because they would be rind on, and then tie them up. That's when you did your belly and your loin together, called middle bacon. Absolutely gorgeous, but this will be just as good. And I guarantee you there won't be none of that white shite comes out of this. You know, there is no nasties in that cure. That's why it is so good. So we've got our piece of meat all fettled, massaged. We've had a lie down, we've had a cuddle, we've had a cigarette. Now we've got to put it to bed. Now I'm going to vac pack mine. If you haven't got a vac packer, by all means, a Ziploc bag. Same principle, get it in there, just get the air out, zip it up, and then get it in the fridge. First, I will vac pack mine. Okay, that is the hard work done. That is all you need to do to make bacon. Now what we need to do then is to work out how long we leave it in the cure, and that goes on thickness, not weight. So we need to cure it for a day for every ½ an inch thickness. So I'd say that's about between 1 and 2 inches. I don't want to get my tape measure out. Let's call it 2 inches. So we're going to leave it in there for 4 days plus 2 days. So all in all, 6 days. So let me just say that again. A day for every ½ inch. So 6 days. And then we want to put it in a fridge. We want to keep this between 2 and 4 degrees centigrade and turn it every 2 days. And then in 6 days, we will take this out, wash it off, and we'll have bacon. What's not to like? So take one last look at this before it goes in, because next time you see it, by the magic of camera, it'll be bacon. Okay then my friends, let's have a recap how we got here. I had my piece of belly pork, I took the bone out, I skinned it, we put the correct amount of easy cure on this. We measured the thickness and give it the regulation day for every ½ an inch. Obviously it's going to vary, yours would maybe thicker, maybe thinner. So this has been in the fridge for the correct amount of time. Now this is really hard making bacon. It's just leaving it. The temptation to get in there is ridiculous. So what we need to do now is just wash off that salt, and then it's a case of getting it in the fridge and drying it. So obviously you can do this under the tap. I'm just going to give it a nice clean. Get off any of that salt and give it a good old dry, and then hang it up in the fridge to dry out. Obviously you could take this further and smoke this for your lovely smoked bacon, whatever you prefer. Just had a nice wash. Let's get it on some of this cloth. Shake off the water. Give it a good old dry, pat it dry. That is your bacon in its rawest form. All we need to do now is hang this up, and the job is a good one. So maybe a bit of overkill with these massive hooks. 1, 2. Now the reason I'm putting 2 in is so I can get a good shape to it. Obviously it'll hang like that, which will keep it nice and long. And it's a case of just waiting for it to dry a bit, and then we can try it. What's it looking like? Oh, look at it. Ah, the wait is over. Look at this beautiful, beautiful bacon we have here. So all I need to do then is I'm going to put a couple of strings around it just to give it a bit of shape. Then we're going to slice some and fry some. Slice some and fry some. So not too tight, just to make it easy for us to slice. Obviously, we haven't all got a butcher's slicer in our back pocket, so we're going to do it with a knife. Look at that. So, as thinly as possible. Helps if I had a knife that was sharp enough. So you want to try and get it as thinly as possible. That first one's always going to be dodgy because we need to square it up. This knife is pants, but we'll get by. But it's cured really, really nicely. I'll just take one more. Doesn't that look good? Right, let's get it in the pan. Just have a look at that. One thing you'll notice straight away, no white shite in the pan. That's because there's no additives. This is just pure salt and a few preservatives. So it's not pumped with water. You've seen the whole process. So all that's left in the bottom of this pan is pure gold, bacon fat. But just have a look at that. That was super, super easy to make. Now, we just need to try it. Oh, and I can't wait. Well, I'm sorry, my dear friends, but I had to have that moment alone. I mean, look at it. Hey? Just look at that. And no crap in it. Wow. That was just immense. Absolutely, hands down, some of the best bacon I've ever eaten. Hence, I have no proof. And again, I have forgotten to take a picture. I was just lost in the moment. Just so nice. And what I like about it is this bacon, you know, when you get some of that bacon from the supermarket, there's no texture. You know, you actually feel like you're eating bacon and there's no crap in it. No crap came out of it. The flavour's immense. It crisps up. All that fat renders out, as you saw when I put the pan on there. That's just pure bacon fat. You know, it's stuff of the gods. It's absolutely immense. So that wraps up making bacon part 1. And by that I mean part 1, I have shown you the easy method. Part 2, we are going to make our own cure. But that's another time. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today on the SRP, please click subscribe when my face comes up down here. Also check me out on my social media, Facebook, 2 pages, Scott Ree and the Scott Ree Project. On my Twitter at the Scott Ree Project. on my Instagram at the Scott Reed Project, and please do, if you're feeling like you want to help the project along and share some love, check out my Patreon page. Excuse me. But until next time, please do have a go at this. I will put the link in the description where you can get this from. I mean, even if you haven't got a vat packer, do it in a Ziploc bag. And I tell you what, you won't be disappointed. So, on to part 2. Watch this space. Take care, my friends. And in case you were wondering, yes, this is a Bourdain t-shirt. What a dude he was. All the best.